Dave Richards. Welcome to another old steam powered machine shop video. This is number 25. If you're new to this channel, I'll just say that we are dedicated to doing things here the way it would have been done in 1925 in a small job shop under steam power, using the same tools and techniques that would have been used. We got a pretty good lineup today. I just did a few things in the shop. I got so many things going on at the same time here that I have a hard time putting together clips that follow something all the way through. So we'll catch up the ending of some of these adventures on the next video. First thing up is a small Jaeger hit and miss engine that is a bore and sleeve job because the customer found it had a freeze crack that you could barely see running the whole length of the cylinder underneath after they got running it. So we did that job in the shop, and got a few shots of Tom, my helper and apprentice, finishing up the Morris wrist pin for the Morris engine that we're rebuilding. And had a pulley that I found to run against this one here so that the big engine could run the line shaft, and it will go up there on the line shaft. There's room for it up there, and it's about 12 inches across, and was finishing machining the outside, the OD of it, and ran into a crack. And so I fixed it, and you can see how we did that. One thing that I've been getting some comments from is I had some viewers that are a little concerned about the integrity of the ceiling with all this weight on here with the line shafts and pulleys and stuff. And I'll just tell you, this is a timber that will mount the hanger, the bearing hanger for this jack shaft that I'm putting up over the Racine power hacksaw. And it's laminated out of pine, and it's notched here for the, there's a air line and a LP gas line on the ceiling that will go through here. But anyway, the ceiling is made up of 2.5 by 12 floor joists on 16-inch centers, and it's planked above and below with 1-inch tongue and groove. And these are the bolts that I'm using to hold this up, and you can see that's how much goes up in there. And there's 9 of them on each one of these timbers. So there's 18 total. The weight of the pulley and jack shaft and hangers and everything is, I would estimate to be about 250 pounds. So, and plus the belt pull, which won't be very much. There's really not much tension on these belts. So it should do the job. Okay, we're going to get going on the machine work. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking and all the comments. And I really appreciate your support. Another way to install a sleeve, doing it cold with a screw thread. This sleeve's got about 2/1000 interference fit, and being small and short goes in pretty good. Just takes a lot of cranking.
These are some little horizontal machinist jacks that I made the other day. Just took a piece of cast iron and cut a tongue on the bottom of it to fit down in the groove. 3/8 course bolt in the end here to jack out on each corner when you're indicating in something on the dial on the boring mill. It makes life a lot easier. It's definitely worth the time. I wish I'd have done it years ago. Ways to go, yeah? Yeah. This is one of the drive pulleys for the racing hacksaw that I'm going to set up on the line shaft, and I've got it all machined, and it's way out of balance. It's out of balance a mile. So I taped weights to the inside of it, and it takes 4 5/8 nuts to get it balanced. So rather than bolt something in here, I've done that, but it's a lot neater if you just pour the lead in there. So we got to come up with an equal amount of lead. So I'll put their test weights in here, and we got about 5 ounces. So I need to cut up some lead that equals 5 ounces. Here's a piece of junk lead. Not quite. That's a little too much, but that's all right because it's real easy to adjust it by taking a little out of it. So we'll throw that in the melting pot and get set up, and we'll be back. Okay, we're set up here to pour the lead in, and I leveled it with a little level here to make sure the bottom is fairly flat. And this is the 5 ounces of lead plus a little. I taped what we just poured in here up tight against the pulley and trimmed it just a little bit, and it's not perfect, but it's a heck of a lot better than it was. So I'll glue that in with JB Wells. I don't know what they would have used in 1925. Here's something that came up the other day. It's machining this pulley. like we've done a whole bunch of them. For the drive pulley for the new engine, this will go on the line shaft and machine into a crack. So we're going to fix it. So I take out the Cape chisel again. I drilled a small hole here, and I'm chipping this out. Let me show you what it's doing. Hope that's in focus. And I'm just going to V that. Well, actually it's not a V, it's more of a curved bottom groove where that crack is, down a ways, and then I'm going to braze this using a settling torch. When I got out to the end here, chipping with the chipper, I decided to finish it with a round file because I was afraid I'd chip out the edge here. So you kind of got to be careful. It's cast iron, it's pretty brittle. It's right in between two spokes, so that makes it a little easier to heat it. Now there's a little low spot right there where I got into the cast iron. I really should have started my brazing at the edge and worked toward the center so the heat didn't build up on the edge of the rim. It got pretty hot right there when I was brazing it, but it would have been left-handed. I had to take the pulley out, flip it around, and I just didn't want to spend the time to do it. So this should be fine. I may take another little finish cut across here, but I think it would be very hard right in that spot right there, so I probably won't. We'll finish up this side. I hope we don't run into any cracks on this side.